fan.
You're not a girly girl.
You got something to tell us? You got that. I'm a dude.
I'm a man.
There you go. Yeah.
Like you want me. Every time just keep further from me.
Oh, you know this?
That's what I'm saying. You see that?
Someday we gon' set it up.
You know that?
Listen to that.
Yo, that's crazy. Why made you listen to that?
She been holding back
I've
the
been
whole
listening to
entire
that when it
time.
first came out.
What you know about this?
Telling you some minute life ain't no good.
First of all, was that pre-planned? She knew that too quick. She knew that too quick.
And I wanted to know.
She smelt that song was about to come on.
It's all bad.
What you been doing this all
I
about?
got chick on the side, cribbing around.
Huh?
Telling
I was
you
doing that's all
something.
that.
What you been doing this all about?
Me? Nothing.
Hey, man.
Hey, which one your personal time is up to you? You get me?
That's a fact.
It's hard. Hello, guys. Let's toast. Let's toast.
Toast to what?
That's a fact.
It was hot today and we made it through. Hey.
First of all, this body is built for comfort, not for heat. So I agree. Body is built for comfort, not for heat, baby.
I ain't gonna lie, my body feel like a submarine.
Wow. Submerged in water. That's
Pause moment.
That's a good one.
How you look at it?
I need that water at all times, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Aqua nigga. I'm gonna be honest
Aqua nigga. The
That man
aqua
fish
man,
stayed
aqua
right
nigga.
there. Yo, for
Fish
sure.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
You retarded.
Yo, why this bubbly bubbling?
You're retarded.
It's
Hello
a pill.
everyone. Welcome to the Hdsncrw Podcast. It's your girl Chrissy.
It's your boy Ra.
Statham.
Hello. We're just gonna jump right into it.
Nah, tell us about how was your week? How
My
was
week?
everything? Cool.
How was your week, bro?
I mean, my week was
You know, I'm like, come in here and see.
It's a basic
see
week
every
for me.
week. Yeah, you know, I went to work, chill with the kid. Man,
You get me? That's about
shit,
it.
nigga.
Nigga ready to get out.
What you do that's salacious?
I'm a home
You know what I'm
guy.
saying? Like,
Ain't nothing feisty,
what's
man.
salation in there?
Feisty,
Ain't
man.
nothing feisty, man.
Come on,
It's
man.
boring life, you get me? That's about it. You know, just work, and more work.
That's so
That's what it sound like, man. I don't get no freedom, cuz.
That nigga whining to us.
He
Oh,
is always lying.
shit, crazy, B.
He always lying.
Christy is more interested than I am. What's going on with you?
It's busy. Work.
Work.
That sounds like what I just said.
Well, okay. You know, just the wedding planning. You know.
Prepare for this wedding again. I think we should clap every time we talk about weddings up on this show, man.
Oh, we can take a sip. How about that? We got champagne today, y'all.
First of all, what's that Don Cornelius right here we drinking on?
this nigga-
2000.
Oh,
That Don
God.
Cheeto 1945 right here.
My boy Ant said he can't get out his Black Panther bag. Nigga, oh, he be deep in that Black Power bag.
Oh, pause. It's a pause moment. What that man doing his personal time's up to
That
him.
nigga, talk about you, bro. He said he be so deep in that motherfucker, he can't even use it as a carry on.
What's that? I don't be on my Black Panther shit for the most part. I be real chill, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Real chill. I am pro-black though.
You
Think
said what?
everything black, man.
Hey, man.
What about you, Dave? How was your week?
Yeah, tell us about your week, man.
Yeah, because he Mr. Busy.
I can't wait for this shit to be over. Sunday is scared. But it's like
Nigga, it's a new week.
Yeah, it's like a refresh.
Today,
It
yeah.
depends on how you look at it. I look at Monday, it's like a refresh. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, see, Sunday is
Hmm?
Sunday is to like wash away all the sins and everything. You're ready for that Monday. That's what it said, you know.
Oh, that's what this
Wash away all.
was.
Yeah, you
Where
wash
you get that
down.
from? Where you get that
I
from?
just made that up. There ain't no.
Yeah,
there ain't
because
no
that's
way.
not even
It's
like.
supposed to. First of all, Sunday is
What
a
it has to do
restart.
with washing your
Sunday
sins?
is a restart
Mhm.
because all Friday and Saturday night sins. So Sunday.
But what are you doing Friday and Saturday night?
Who? Me personally, you already know I'm boring. I don't do nothing else.
No, I'm just saying. 'Cause
I'm in the
like,
crib. Most
That
people.
nigga be in slicks.
More like
That's
Vicks Go Go. That's up to me. Straight fam.
Nah, you be on freelance.
That's nasty. Stinky
Ew.
finger.
You gonna get a bum bum.
Nigga caught D in the strip club trying to suck a nerd of a girl's butthole.
Yo, Yeah, I've never been to a strip club before. Yeah,
I've been one time.
You've never been to a strip club?
No, I don't see the fascination.
I don't
No?
either.
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
never been to one either?
I've been to one, and I'm gonna be honest. It was in Irvington, and I knew people that were stripping, and I was disgusted. I was.
Yo, I think
She was disgusted. I knew. I was like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work.
I smell it.
Huh? I didn't recollect the smell, brother. I did not know.
It smell like hella shake that ass.
Shark shit in there.
Shark shit.
It's like Ben Gay. One of them chicks was at least 60. I swear. Somebody always 60 years old when they come to me. But nah, she was definitely 40. She was definitely 40.
I've been to like 3 strip clubs.
First of all, how you been to more strip clubs than 2 men in the room?
I don't know. I'm not wild. I'm just saying I've been there.
Why do women go to strip clubs?
Okay, so all the strip clubs I've been to, they were like gentlemen's clubs. But I went for like occasions and stuff. I didn't go.
You went to
occasion? What occasion was at a strip
You went
club?
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You went 3 times. So
Right.
something had to happen for you to return back again. Like, yo, this is fun. I need to be here again.
It's interesting. Honestly, I give them the utmost respect because it takes a lot of upper body strength to do the things they do.
Yeah, can we get
So,
her, where the crown at, bro? She's
no, I'm serious. No.
She had to see some fat ass.
She kept.
I'm
I'm not done.
Put the crown
You didn't
on.
let me finish.
She had a young mom moment, young inmate
You
moment.
didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
10-inch strap on.
I can smell.
Come on,
Tennis strap, really?
right here, bro.
No, anyway.
No cap.
No cap. Like, honestly, I went because it's entertaining. It's more entertaining than male strippers, to be honest.
I wouldn't know personally.
Well,
you seen a male stripper before?
yes, I've seen one. My mom hired one for my sister-in-law.
I ain't gonna lie, them male strippers be fucking.
Bridal shop.
Yo.
Them boys are wild at the right.
Fucking on the bridal shower, like, yo, God.
Niggas always pull a sleeve off.
Words. They be really good. I ain't gonna lie.
This is be wild. Like, yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro. We ain't having no what's it called when the
Bachelorette?
Nah, we ain't having that.
Why
When I
not?
see what the
You
male
have
strippers
to.
be doing, they put
Y'all watch
they put dick all in their mouth.
Whoa! Who's doing that?
Be wild in it. This getting fucked on now.
Who's doing that?
Nah, I'm good on
Who's
that.
doing that? Though?
I'm good on that. It's out there.
Yo,
Nah, I'm not. No.
This is all down this bitch throts. She love it. Bitch get married tomorrow.
a
Nah.
male stripper fucking on a bride is crazy.
No. That's not gonna be
seen
me.
it.
So I
I
don't
seen it.
care.
It's wild.
That's
bro.
not-
I'm good on that. We ain't even doing that. She better go to Ruby
Yo, I ain't
Tuesdays
gonna
or
lie,
something.
bro.
Wow.
Yo, these male strippers be bugged.
No, they do be wildin'. They do be wildin'. But I've been to.
You know
one-
what strippers
I've been to
You know any male
one.
strippers?
Me
Personally?
no.
No.
I know some.
He talking like he know one.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
always a nigga named Silk.
What's he?
Always, like.
Or Adonis.
Nah, yo.
No, Adonis.
Yo.
That nigga nasty.
That nigga.
Adonis nasty. I'll tell
That
you
nigga
right
level
now.
of darkest.
Word.
Negative 15. Nigga almost purple. Nigga almost purple, I swear, with all tattoos.
Always a gooch eater.
What's he?
You know what I'm saying? Down force.
Yo.
That's funny.
There you go.
No, I've been to one in Jersey and I've been to 2
No, but tell us
down
why
south.
you keep going back.
What's that?
I told
Besides the talent, yo, I
honestly,
ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna be real. I'm
Listen,
gonna be real.
I ain't gonna lie. Basketball, yo, look, Steph Curry can shoot a 3 better than anybody on this planet. That talent shit alone is not gonna make me keep going to his games.
Okay. Can I answer the question?
Can I finish my statement?
Can I finish my statement?
Yo, my fault.
Okay. The reason why I went is, like I said, it was for occasions. I went because one time it was one of my friend's birthday, actually twice, because it was a female. You know, she wanted to go, and it was like, okay, well, let's go.
That was the first time you went.
That was the first time I went, and
You was
another
curious.
time.
You was curious.
No, I was curious to know what the hell they doing,
Of
and
course,
yeah,
that's
of
the first
course,
time. You was
yes.
curious the first time, right?
And that was in Jersey, so like they don't really get naked like that.
Shit.
So, well, where we went, they
I'm about to
weren't
say,
naked,
shit.
so they had on like bikini stuff.
Bucket
whatever,
naked.
right? But when I went down south to South Carolina,
Oh, they nasty, that. We was talking about the Carolina last episode.
yo,
A lot of that.
I was in South Carolina.
You don't got no dog in that fight.
And
With me, now I had a.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Nigga from North Carolina.
Word, nigga from North Carolina hit me my DM said they all get busy. I'm like,
Nah,
Nigga said the dick pic.
I'm not
We all get busy, right?
No.
Anything for your butt, yo, it's up to you, B.
Nigga said they all get busy, bro. I'm
No.
like, okay, I'm cool with that, bro.
Going down there was a whole nother experience. I was like, wow, okay. It was very interesting. That's all
So
I'm
you
gonna
went twice
say.
They
down.
was fucking?
Yeah. No.
Nah.
Nigga dick snuck that in there. He snuck that in.
Yo,
They
bro,
fucking, yeah.
tried to retract it. Tried to retract it.
We know what the fuck.
She been watching porn live.
What?
Watching live porn.
That's not.
Going to watch live porn.
Anyway, just to know,
that's what it
I was
sound
not
like.
answering these questions. Answering Rajon's question, everyone.
That is
Don't
sick,
listen to him.
Yo, that
Oh,
is
God.
nasty, bro.
He threw that shit in there too.
He really did. Real
Nigga, they
smooth.
fucking, yeah.
Yo, bro. Oh,
Yo, that's wild. Hey, man.
This nigga wild.
I used to have a strip club one time.
Crazy.
yo, I'm just
And I got an invite to that strip club too.
No,
Shouts to
no.
my man Carl. But I got an invite. He was hosting it.
call it nasty nigga.
Was it for sure?
Every call
He
I
knew
met-
what the fuck was
bro,
going
Every
on.
call I met is a nasty nigga, bro. I kid you not, bro. Every call I met is the filthiest nigga.
Nah,
in the
my man moved out of state, so he out. You get me?
What do you mean?
He went out of state where he went
Yeah.
down south.
Nah, he was like
He was
Baltimore.
in Carolina.
No,
Nah, he probably went to Atlanta.
He went to Atlanta. They got Magic City there. He went to bigger and better things.
Hey, man.
What's my name? Period. Carl.
No, what's the-
nasty name? Every nigga I
How the
met.
fuck is it?
Yeah, like how you got a nasty name?
Everyone I met was a pedophile. Niggas just
Yo,
look.
this nigga's just nasty, bro. Carl.
Carl.
Like, yo.
Nah.
I
Carl.
ain't gonna lie.
Carl.
That's my man, but I got invited to it. I came, and I was disappointed, man.
What happened?
I threw my last $20, but I had $20 in my name, and I threw it.
You do the full 20 or you do the 20 singles?
Not the singles, though. Yeah, it was bad decision making.
No, and
Thank God I
don't
lived
they
down the
make you
street.
wanna like give you all the money?
Hell no, I felt bad. That's why.
Oh,
It wasn't they was
no,
rocking. I just
no,
felt bad. I just was in
no.
there like, yeah, baby.
See me, the girls that was dancing, I was like, shit.
Bitch had strollers
Take
in the
it,
back
just
and
take
everything.
it, take everything,
They were
take
shaking?
all my money. Oh my god,
Shut up.
it was like one lady,
Isn't that
like
prostitution? That's not prostitution?
I don't know, one lady.
Is
I don't think
I don't
it
know.
is. I don't think they're selling.
Soliciting?
They're not selling their. They're not having sex.
It's
with
on private
people.
property. It's not public though.
Because you're not having sex with people.
They are.
They wasn't having. Well,
That you know
Is
of.
that-
that I know of. What they were doing,
Got the
dancing
boom
was
boom
not
room in the back.
prostitution. They were exercising. Anyway.
When they PX90 on in the
They were in there
back.
exercising. That's all I know. They was, pole dancing. It's exercise. So anyway, one lady though, right? This was the wildest thing I ever seen in my life. The dude, was standing in front of the stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the girl, she was dancing, but bare ass, right?
Yeah.
She wrapped her
That's how it
legs
should be,
around
right?
his head, around his head,
That's right,
right?
you
But
know.
she was backwards. So and then she was banging his face to her butt over and over again, and he was enjoying it. So it was like,
love that physical touch.
yo, it was like this was her booty and this is his face, and it was just like,
They came out and broke your nose. and
no,
love.
like he
What
was
you talking
loving
about?
it,
You had
like.
to be a Jamaican nigga, bro.
No,
Yo, bro, Jamaican
No, he
niggas
was white.
All the foolery.
he was white.
Yeah, well, they got white Jamaicans.
Nah, hell no. They ain't associated Jamaican.
Nah, he wasn't Jamaican.
That man is called Cage from the land of
You
Caucasus.
ever heard of
Nigga,
Damian
wait.
Marley? You ever heard of Damian Marley?
Nah, get the fuck out of here. Get the
Damian
That's
Marley is
right.
not
Total
white.
disrespect.
Sean
That
Paul
was
is
stadium.
not white.
That was
Sean Paul?
stadium.
Sean Paul just
Sean, that nigga
light
light skinned.
He
He
just
a
light
red bone.
skinned. He just light skinned.
Redneck, nigga.
That nigga red bone.
Nigga redneck. Straight from Texas, nigga. Fuck you
Nigga
talking
with
about?
cornrows.
That nigga made Old Town Road. What you talking about, nigga?
Wait, Old Town Road. That's what's the name though?
Lil Nas.
Lil Nas.
Nah, that was him.
Was it?
He wrote it. Lil Nas sang. Lil Nas performed it.
Now my man Lil Nas came out too.
Nah, he was trolling though.
You sure?
Yeah, for sure. That nigga said just because I'm gay don't mean I'm not straight.
What? He said what?
Just because I'm gay don't mean I'm not straight. Niggas be trolling, bro. You know how.
That man was hanging with Tyler too much.
Yo, you heard the remix though?
To what?
Old Town Road remix.
Nah, let me hear
Oh, come on, bro. Y'all ain't-
She said, "Nah, let me hear it."
it. Nah, let me hear
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Yo, it's a snippet. But but I feel like he's just trying to get some promo off that.
Yeah,
He trying to. Yo, he was in the he was like a week straight. Everybody talking about Lil Nas. I'm be honest, it is a trendy that's trolling him.
You know who really like him too? What's the name from Love and Hip Hop?
That's what I'm talking about. He on that. He want them glutes.
Bobby Lice.
Bobby Lice.
He told what?
Yeah. Bobby Lice. That's his nigga.
Hey man, when he into it,
huh?
He like them light
Bobby Lice a real nigga.
He like them light skin.
What make him a real nigga, Statham?
You said what?
What make him a real nigga?
You stand on what you stand on. You know what I'm saying?
That shit sound wild. He stand on what he stand on.
Yo, only you, bro.
On a man's butt. That's what he stand on. Who this featuring?
Billy Cyrus.
Young Thug and Mason Run.
I'm disgusted by Thug being on there.
Young Thug verse. Get your chill, real dog. To the South Bear Road. God knows.
What's with these niggas,
Am I
man?
the only one on this street is making y'all feel like
It's making me hot. What the fuck you talking about? Moving my hat, nigga.
Like, I feel like
I'm getting a lot hot, nigga.
it is hot, but it don't feel like y'all like feeling it. Like
Nah, I don't know what you was doing.
I'm a like
That roof for you trying to throw on mine. That shit was yours. She tried to, my shit was fizzing up for some reason. I switched that
It's
shit.
champagne.
I switched that shit. That shit,
It's champagne.
You trying to get your boy.
Y'all want to get into some UFO talking?
Let's get into it, yo.
Yeah.
First of all, y'all niggas is dumb. I'm not stopping no fucking Area 51. Ain't gonna happen.
Why not?
Ain't gonna happen.
I'll go.
Why not? You're not curious?
They get some hoods in North that I'm not ever going to. Let alone go to motherfucking.
I will go to Area 51.
But why? But wait, time out. Why is this such a big topic now when Area 51 been there for X amount of years? It's been back there for like the 30s.
Somebody dug up a video, I believe, from 2007.
I think it's been videos showing up for the last couple of years.
Nah, it's actually proof now.
My man Roswell happened like back in what, the 60s?
I believe so.
The 60s in New Mexico. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
We should have stormed it then. You
No,
get
but
me?
it's actual video footage, like actual footage, like in real time footage, and plus like people dug up and did some research and
Full time video or what?
of them actually capturing, well not capturing, but them actually flying alongside a Navy pilot actually flying alongside a UFO.
So basically, the UFO got pulled over. Basically,
Oh,
they had a motherfucking DUI. That's what's going on. My UFO is drinking too. That's what's going on.
he was spitting out this too.
They caught him in the intersection getting busy. But now I'm just saying, how's that new?
But the government though, they actually did some research and found that the government was investing money into this shit.
But that been happening. JFK was even talking about that. We was talking about that way back when is the president that literally came forth and said that they was going to reveal these things. As far as what was going on in Area 51.
They don't never want to tell us nothing.
It was. If I'm not mistaken, it was JFK.
He did, ain't he?
Exactly.
That's
Keep them secrets.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I really think it's that. Do y'all believe in UFOs?
I believe it.
You believe in it?
I believe it.
I don't feel like we the only living creatures on, like human
Tell me.
creatures on
Tell me why.
in the world. Because think about it. Well, I just had this thought just now, so don't shame me.
Don't shame me.
Okay.
Shade.
There's animals, right? Animals are very smart. Okay? Some animals are smarter than a lot of humans. Okay? God created them, and they have their own animal language, how they communicate with each other, everything, right? And then there's humans, right? We are intelligent beings as well, and we have our own way of how we communicate. There's different languages in the world and everything. Now you think that there's no possibility that there might be another life form on another planet somewhere? Why are there different planets if there's no other life forms on them? That doesn't make sense.
Trial and error, maybe?
No.
This man's devil's advocate.
Everything that happens for a reason. Everything on earth is intended to be there for a reason. Just like God, God created human beings with I'm sorry, with 10 fingers.
5. Wait.
I'm going like this.
She
With 10 fingers.
What that shit hit?
10 fingers and 10 toes.
That Don Cheeto 05 hitting.
Word, she got that nigga some barefoot.
It's not barefoot. It's not barefoot.
That shut her home.
Drinking that full. Shit spiked.
No.
With the perkies.
No, like seriously.
Yeah.
Like if you really think about it, like they're even like down to plants. Plants have their own way of communicating with each other too. Like it's weird. I'm getting too deep into it, but
I don't think
like
you're deep at all.
no, okay. So what? But I'm like really thinking about it. Like plants communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Plants are living. You know what I'm saying? They're living. If God created all these things that are living, different life forms, what makes it, you know, like unknown that unknown. I'm tripping out.
I never
What
seen,
makes
I never
it?
seen a plant walk up to a nigga like, you know what I'm saying, and dap him up.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying a plant communicate with a human. I'm saying plants communicate with each other.
I get what you get.
communicate with each other. So like, but what I'm saying is that of course there's other life forms and like that's not in this world that may be on other planets. Shit, they might be in this world.
Which one? This planet.
This planet.
Even though I'm sure they came here, just the same way astronauts are able to go there, they come here.
You niggas walk around New York too.
What for sure?
Illegal aliens. Trump trying to get them up out of here. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
But now, how I see it is, it's
that
more
was a low blow.
What, illegal aliens?
That was a low blow.
Nah, niggas is rounding niggas up, dog.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
clean. It's like a rodeo, boy.
Around work at, bro, it's nothing but like, it's nothing but like, like
Nigga,
foreigners down there, right? Well,
My nigga, business down 5% at least right now.
5% shit was tanking.
Niggas-
Like, we didn't know we was gonna make it through the week. Because what happened, I guess, like they said ICE is in New York, doing like a walk or some shit, and they was deporting niggas back. Niggas ain't come outside at all. Shit was ghost town out there. Bro. Shit was ghost town out there. Niggas is not playing. Niggas ain't want no sauce. They was in the house.
But now, how I see it is, I think there is other life forms. And why I say that is because we haven't explored the whole entire universe.
Nigga, we haven't explored the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then I think if the human race have adapted and has evolved to become better and better and better and better.
I know some niggas in North that ain't involved.
Oh yeah, for sure. But overall, the human race has evolved, right? So if somebody don't want to be seen, they know how to not be seen, right? So if we only explored 5% of the ocean, where can you go to not be seen?
That's only what they told me.
Of course, you know. But think about it. A man is what? At the most 7 feet. Look how deep the ocean is. You know, you can only see but so much.
What
So I think
at the okay.
I'm saying a tall guy. They're 7 feet guys. I'm just saying. Overall, the tallest person I think is probably like 8-9 feet. But that's a super astronaut. Like that's just unheard of. It's like one guy out of 2-3 trillion people. But to go back to my point is, we haven't explored everything in this world. In this world, on Earth, we haven't explored 90% of it. There's still places on this earth that we haven't seen.
Right.
So there's different cultures. There's different things that's there. There's different creatures. There's insects that we're still finding out.
Right.
About. So if we haven't seen, there's more things that happen on earth that are dreamt in dreams, and I was told that when I was in school. So it's more. There are more things on heaven and earth that are dreamt in dreams. So how I see that. Shout out to Mr. Brandon too. Opened me up to my black consciousness. But you know, so we haven't even experienced half. We haven't experienced half the things already. So if we haven't, just like I said, like there's certain places that you can't even pull your boat up to.
Yeah.
They'll shoot arrows at you to get you away from it. They don't want you exploring what's there. So if you haven't seen half that stuff, I believe that there's more things that are here that we don't know about.
See, you know what's crazy? Like when I was young, I wanted to be an astronomer, right? It's like you study like outer space, stars, and all that.
Love it.
And I was really into that shit. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I was really into it. But as I got older, like I started getting less into that. But I watching the History Channel a lot, and I came across Roswell, the Roswell story, and just that whole story.
Fascinating.
It was fascinating. You get what I'm saying? Like the whole story, it kind of sparked like the idea in my head again. Like we can't be the only people. Like in this, you get what I'm saying, in this galaxy. We can't. We just can't. It just don't make any sense to me. Then I started thinking, right? I'm like, yo, I think we looking for aliens, but I think aliens are amongst us already.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Like I was thinking about it. It's a real theory too, right? You look at Kevin Durant. Yo, look at Kevin Durant, the greatest basketball player in the world. He's balding in the middle. He's 22 years old.
Number 2 best player in the world. But carry on.
Yeah, number 2. Kevin Durant is 22 years old. He balding.
How old?
He's 22. He balled in the middle. You feel what I'm saying?
This shit smoke. Fuck
Yo,
the ball.
This shit gone. LeBron James, best player in the world. His shit gone in the middle. He's 32. You know what I'm saying? Like
he 45.
You feel me?
You know how old that nigga is.
All these basketball players that's really good, he balled in the middle. I'm like, yo, what are they malfunctioning? You feel what I'm saying?
But it's also scary too, cause know what's even scary about that? These niggas' parents be 5 foot and they be 6'8".
Yeah.
Like how would I don't understand how that works. Now granted, they say generation skip. But god damn, bro. Yeah, you 6'8", your mom 5'5", how?
That's bug, yeah.
You got no 6'8" nigga walking around Akron, Ohio. A thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't.
You're not gonna see that shit.
It's rare, like it's very rare. But not like I really don't. All jokes aside, though, but I just don't think I mean, only people we can be.
No way.
It's like so many different things in this world that you can't explain.
Right.
Like it's like really certain shit you can't explain, bro. It's certain shit that you can't explain. There's certain things that happen that you really can't explain, bro. Like even with the
even the basis of things too.
Yeah, like even with the Bermuda Triangle and how like a bunch of planes and ships and everything just get missing in that area. It's like a lot of shit in this world that you can't explain.
They say
even the concept of death, right? Even the concept, I hate to get morbid or whatever, but even the concept of death, like you can't explain it. And I was just thinking, I wouldn't say I was thinking about it the other day, but I was having a conversation with somebody and it was like, yo, like maybe on the other side of this shit is probably like a better place.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Maybe it's probably maybe it's something different. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of shit that you can't explain. I think it's a lot of stuff that people keep away from us. Like the internet is sensitive.
Everybody, and they never thought about sending like a drone out there where the Bermuda Triangle.
So the thing with the Bermuda Triangle
is so far away.
Is that
you can't really.
It's not even that. It's just the simple fact that allegedly that's where it's a magnetic force there. Yeah. So because of the strong magnetic force there, it messes up navigation systems. It messed up your because of how the plane works. It works on trajectory and all that stuff like that. So when it gets up there and the gravitational pull is the magnetic force is so strong, it disrupts all that. They say you can't get no camera there. People got navigation get messed up.
Yeah, but how do you explain these ships and shit not being found?
That's the weird part.
You can't find it.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the actions that happen, you can't find not one thing.
Even to the best of things.
It's probably a giant monster here.
Hey man,
that grabs things out of the sky. Come here. and eat the ship. So, sorry.
What's wrong with it?
9:54.
No. It's more long.
11 seconds. It's this, right? Like okay, like you can go back to the point of them storming Area 51. The first thing they said that they was on live stream. Nigga, don't you know they got signal dampeners? You in the middle of nowhere. You think you got service out there? Yeah, I'm about to make a quick funk. They got service dampen. They can dampen anything and everything out there. Like, so you think about live stream, that shit ain't gonna happen. Theoretically, that shit is not gonna happen at all.
Right. So like with the Bermuda Triangle, like no one like America, they're not trying to go and investigate. Like
they keep losing people. You keep losing your motherfucking people. You gonna keep sending niggas? What the fuck? Yeah, we sent Jimmy this week. Tom gone. Joanna left. Yeah, we ain't gonna send nobody out. So, like I said, they probably work. Who knows? They
what about a submarine?
They probably have the shit done went missing.
Yes.
You talking about a 400-foot submarine go missing and they can't find it.
You know what?
They have cruise ships.
What if like the water is like real shallow?
We don't. No one knows.
And like the ship sinks.
but no one knows because no one can find. Only way for you to figure that out is if you actually explore.
Like the density of the water is like so.
Nah, that's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's something there well, how I look at it, it's something there that they don't want us to see, and they know something is there.
Who's they?
Government.
Yeah. You think there's people from Bermuda, right?
Yeah. But okay, it's not.
I
Bermuda
know.
itself.
I know.
It's just a connection from one place
There's
to
people
another.
in Bermuda Triangle.
No one live. That's a triangle of sea. Mm-hmm. It's not land.
So I'm saying like there's no people like
that live. No, you can't live there.
Let me ask you a question.
It's just water.
No, I'm saying like
there's niggas that live in
where
Bermuda.
the land.
Yeah, of course, Bermuda itself, yeah.
But in the water, like the water, the actual triangle that connects those lands.
There's no land in
there. You know what
there.
I'm saying? Like
just
people don't swim in that water.
Nah, I doubt it.
That's too far out.
It's too far out. Yeah. It's just connections.
Unless niggas got
it just show you a point from here to here to here. So it's using a land as a landmark.
Yeah.
So look, this is here. They call it the Bermuda Triangle because that's the biggest. I think continent right there.
From the Florida or something like that.
No, it's further out. If I'm not mistaken, we can fact check.
So it connects with what?
It connects.
Bermuda what?
Bermuda, another. It's two other islands if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the exact islands.
I need to see.
But so they connected.
Yo, for you to be so conscious, bro, how you end up doing that fake shit?
Oh?
That fake shit. What is that? That fake shit that niggas is doing on Instagram.
So my thing is this. I feel like I'm a just kill this shit real quick because everybody have this thing about
the Russians.
About Russians and people people getting information. Understand this. 90% of y'all got Facebook, right? Okay. How do Facebook make money? Facebook make money by selling people information. Okay. So already people got your information already. So we talking about everybody, bro. Stop playing. We talking about we have the dark web. There's people out here that's literally selling information on the dark web. I'm talking about companies. Yeah, so if you want to really get technical with it, let's really dive deep into it because people have been selling information for years, and people make it seem like this is a new thing. Mm-hmm. We have a whole election that was tampered with by Russia, but yet we look at it as facial. Allegedly, yeah. We can throw that out there. But okay, like so, if you wouldn't want to talk about that, like,
but all of these companies don't have the information. What is that? Who hosted that fake shit? Who hosted that?
If I'm not mistaken, the first time I seen it was like actors.
No, who hosts that? Like what? That's a website?
No,
what is
an app.
It's just an app.
Just an app.
Who owns that?
That I know of.
Niggas don't even know who owns that. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, every company don't have the information. Every company don't have your photo.
So my question is this.
Every company don't have this shit. You guys are willingly giving your shit away. Even I seen some shit that was much more disturbing than that. Apple is promoting the facial recognition shit.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I mean. So that's an American company too.
Yeah,
that's an American company. So at some way, form, or fashion, when that app goes on that app store, they have to do their research before it gets on that app store, right?
Okay, so
what happened? You said what?
So if you want to sell an app, right, you got to go through an app store to sell your app, unless you got a website, right?
I'm not too sure how that works.
Wait, say that again.
You confused me.
So if you want to put out an app, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to put it in like fences, right? You have your app store, your Apple iStore. What is it called? iStore?
iTunes. Wait.
Whatever. iTunes.
App Store. It's called App Store.
App Store. Yeah. You go to the App Store. Can anybody put an app up there?
I'm sure anybody can.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody can.
But so is there a channel that you have to go through to put your app up there?
I'm not sure about. I don't know about that.
It's all about how Apple operates.
How it's structured.
Yeah, with that.
So then I think that's kind of slap in the face because if I'm selling you product and I don't know what that product entails, it's fucked up.
Cool, huh?
Okay, so
if I'm allowing people to download software that's not good for them, that's a Russian Connect. Don't that look bad on Apple?
Why you say Russian Connect? The thing is,
because they say Russian, right?
But no, we just speaking in general about companies having information.
I say in general. I just think that is different. I think most companies have their information because of Facebook and stuff like that. Because how we getting?
Florida, right? It was to Florida.
Florida,
okay,
Bermuda, and I can't see the other one. And Puerto Rico. So that makes sense why when I went to Mexico, you know how you can see on like No, you know. When I went to Mexico, you can see.
That's way, bro. What? Bro, let me say it right. Let me say it right.
No, you can see like the map, right? And you can see that the airplane didn't fly over that park.
No, it
go around and went through Texas.
Yeah, it was go around.
That's crazy.
They always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They've been doing that since
that.
like the 60s.
Yeah, maybe this is the reason why. You see, look at this.
Hell no.
No.
That should be Ivy.
But yeah.
No, look.
That's what the fight is with all these tech companies now, bro. Everybody don't have the information. That's why the government is constantly fighting with Facebook and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the government is constantly fighting with Facebook, constantly fighting with Apple, constantly fighting with these companies. Everybody don't have the shit. That's why the tech companies are winning. The tech companies got your information.
Yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is this, right? So if the tech company got your information, right? So let's say Facebook.
They talking about you right now.
Remember when Facebook rolled out the what's the name? That Messenger app. Yeah. It was the same thing with the Messenger app. They did the exact same thing.
Which message? Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook Messenger. Mm-hmm. So when it first came out, it asked you for information. Like, I think if I'm not mistaken, it came out like, oh, they can send text to people when they feel like it or something like that. Everybody went crazy how it was invading your privacy. It was doing all these different things.
Yeah,
so now we got another step. So now it's another app. Now like this app is invading privacy.
But the thing is, you understand the difference, right? So you're invading somebody's privacy and you getting a screen of somebody's face. You understand the difference, right? That's a huge difference. Right? That's a huge fucking difference, bro. An image of your face, facial recognition. I think some guy recently had a lawsuit against Apple over some facial recognition shit where, face got recognized, whatever, and he turned it over to the police and it was the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? This is some wild shit, bro. This ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it like 3 times already.
Yeah,
even on YouTube.
The commercial.
Yeah, the commercial where they advertising facial recognition. You know how many of these fucking idiots gonna go out there and purchase it? Like, gonna go out and get a new phone just so shit can recognize your face? Even with the likes of home shit. Like, and all these other things that you get to speak into and, I kid you not, and the phones are constantly recording.
Hey, Siri.
No, please. The phones.
No, please.
The phones are constantly recording you, right?
Yeah,
like, I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody around me, right? I was talking about some shit. Later on that day when I got on Instagram, I seen the apps up there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I seen like ads up there about the same shit I just talked about. So your phone is constantly on recording you, listen to everything you say. They just want to constantly sell you shit, bro.
That's all it is.
It's all about.
It's all about.
I'm sure it's probably a little bit deeper than that, but that's all the shit that we get to see. You get me? Like,
I think it's kind of fucked up. I think it's really fucked up. But
that's what I'm saying. How can you be so conscious and still feed into it?
Brother, you gotta understand, like this is it's the world we live in. It's the world we live in.
I knew better. I knew when I seen that. I knew better.
It's the world we live in, though.
You ain't do it either.
It's the world we live in. And I think that's all it is. It's the world we live in.
No.
Fennell did it too.
You gotta listen.
Fennell did it.
You gotta hit the finger. There you go.
Fuck that man.
Fennell did it.
I'm confused.
Like the aliens.
E.T. for
Enlightened. Nah, how I see it is, like I said, this is the time we live in. And like I said, most of this shit is
Fennell did it too, and then he did one of my pictures. I said, don't do me.
The thing is, I did it because of what?
I did it because I was curious. No. I was curious. You make now, like me. I have literally, bro.
What iPhone do you have? Don't sit here.
8.
What iPhone do you got? What iPhone do you got?
7 Plus.
Yeah. Catch up. Try that shit. Yeah.
Ain't no 7 Plus.
What the? That's got portrait mode and everything.
Excellent. Yeah, word. Come on, stop.
Ain't no home button. Chill out.
It's your contact ID.
What?
Yo.
That's bug, bro.
Look.
The niggas constantly.
Chill out, Phil.
You got
little Phil.
Like, the niggas constantly what's his name, bro?
I said, like me, I have never been one of those dudes who follow trip. Like, I was curious to know. It wasn't like I was doing something to like really like promote or anything like that. I literally took a picture, sent it to my closest friends. When I posted on Instagram, it was only for my closest friends.
Right.
Like, so there's a setting that you can have that you can click for just your closest friends.
Yeah, I seen that.
But the damage is already done the minute you did the picture.
Yeah.
The damage is already done.
Hey, man.
And I ain't gonna hold you. I sent it to didn't I send it to the group chat?
I don't know.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So what's the group chat?
The picture you took.
Nah.
I haven't had my phone in 3 days.
That nigga losing his mind.
I'm not.
That man been more enlightened. He been fasting.
I haven't had my
He ain't had
phone.
no phone.
You been texting us.
I haven't. You drunk? I haven't been texting you.
Nah, he had that was me texting.
That was you?
Yeah, you bugged. Yo.
This nigga ain't had no phone, no TV.
What's your phone?
He been fasting.
You don't got it today?
No.
Oh, because I'm wondering, what the hell did? Why he not responding? Like, letting us know what time he coming. I'm like, that's why I text you. I was like, but where's D?
The only downside to it is I can't FaceTime my son. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, yo, I do not miss a phone. Like, you feel so much free not having a phone. Like, we so
Where's your
accustomed to Shannon got a fix today.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
That
not
was
gonna
so
not feeling bad for it. So it's
No,
not
but
nice.
it's still, she still went and did like all the dirty
Nah.
stuff.
I won't say the dirty way. You just got a nigga to fix it and
That's
hey.
right. That's a lot.
That's not. It's
so
America.
nice
You just
of you,
get niggas to
Shannon.
fix shit.
Wow.
Like,
Preference. Say that.
But I'm sure she had the kid with her. That's hard.
I mean, at the end of the day.
That was
Black is what you make it. It ain't hard.
When you see her, look, you just tell her thank you, babe. I
feel mad free without my
feel
phone.
free?
I
So
feel
now
free
it's
without.
That nigga feel weight off his shoulder.
No, you.
I feel free.
No fast food. He been fasting.
We so accustomed
No
to the phone.
masturbation.
Yo.
Not that man's a whole nother.
I ain't gonna hold you.
It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real.
I see niggas walking down the street every day. They can't get off their phone.
No.
You can't get off your fucking phone.
No.
Like people on
It's
their
a magnet.
phone. And another thing too I miss is music. That's it. Just music, because of the the title shit. Music and just FaceTime and listening. Everything else, bro, that shit is like, you know what I'm saying? Like interact more with people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm interacting more with people. You know what I'm saying? I'm it's different shit outside of the phone.
Can I say this? Like, why can't we do that with the phone? I think it shows way more. It shows way more strength for you to do that when you have something that you can contact, but you just don't. I mean, but you just do it.
Yeah.
So I feel like for the most part, we get so caught up in the phone thing that we no longer have that personal connection with people.
Right.
Like, you remember a time whenever we would go outside.
We go outside. And
Nigga,
play.
you had to ride your bike to 7 different friends' house before you found out where niggas was at.
Yeah.
Excuse my legs not to call niggas, but you know what I mean, to find out where everybody was at.
Yeah.
Now it's like a phone call or text away now. And then even when it got a little better, all you had was a house phone. You got the house phone, you had a conversation, you didn't have the text message or nothing like that. Now everything is so immediate, you can just send a text message and keep doing what you're doing.
You do welfare checks?
Welfare checks now.
Y'all
You
remember?
do welfare checks?
I don't know what that is.
Excuse me, I was saying
Like a welfare check, like to make sure somebody is well. Like how often, but you do the text.
I just said welfare. I
Call.
You call.
I do it through text.
You do the text.
Wait.
Like, how do you know somebody really? How do you know somebody's really really well or not? You don't know if somebody's really well or not. You get what I'm saying?
It all depends on the person though too.
You got Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Like, just carry those stuff. But
Did y'all not just say that?
yeah, but still, I mean, that's, we go through professionals. That's shit now. It's like what, 15, 14. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be professional. I'm showing that shit. You come through shooting right now. I'm still up here recording.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm leaving.
Nothing doing me.
You got all of this.
No cap. You know what I'm saying? One cap, but that's not actually a fit
It's
check,
not.
bro. You can't tell if a person's doing good through text.
Yeah. Even calls sometimes.
You
Like
can't tell somebody's good through
I
text.
said,
How they can. You have
it depends on the person.
how they respond. It really depends how they because like if look
Who in your phone saying sex right now and tell you they fucked up? If no, I'm not bread, who gonna talk to you got bread?
it's different guys.
No,
I'm telling you, it's different guys. I'm telling you, it's not different with guys.
Besides friends, or your father, stop it.
Listen, that's my friend doing. If I just one of my friends, hey, how you know? How you been? Like that's wrong with you. Oh, how about right? Like see, I've been alright. Say that to me. That I wasn't too convinced. Wasn't you alright? Saying
What's going on?
That's not
going on.
Go.
No, well, and then
I
I go. But that is a check.
That's not about the phone. If you ain't up on you'll pull up on
People
Your niggas can smile.
I can't. Just pull up on nowadays.
Bro, if somebody stop texting somebody,
you can't pull up
literally
text.
You can text.
I don't like.
And they can, but you can stop texting.
But I like people more. I like texting. I've never been texting.
But niggas don't have to answer their phones.
You're right. Niggas don't have to answer their phone. People, but I don't have to answer their phone.
Let's put big fact.
How you want to
If I pull in the on the
it ain't
and I'm
bad, man.
If I pull it on right, right? Pull my horn outside.
That's true.
He had no choice but
that's true.
That's not true.
That gave me cool.
That
nigga know how to see that in the crib.
That's why I see the home. That's how I'm going back. I come out. Bro, somebody got crossed up. I said, no horn. Ring the door, but that's all open the door. The wellness is fat. Niggas, that's good. Not fat, that's up in the phone chat.
Like I said,
people,
grandma,
no fucking
hey, baby, grandma, I'm pulling up. I think we need that.
I'm joking.
That same
we can't stay off it.
It's just a life. I think it's just life is getting so clear. There's no way about an Android like working so much scared. You got these companies out here taking people for you know, working for that. You got all these recording shop, Alexa. You said you got shit for this voice. You ain't even touch it. You got orders. You and niggas, but niggas got your shit. Niggas got your information. Got your extra order. You having shit some credit card.
We talking about
it's crazy. This
how's time, right? Tomorrow. About this shit there. They just like yo, track your the nigga they learn they track your habit. They start listening to shit that turns into true. Your habits now. You like to walk your habit. They know what you like to do. You like to go to the Monday. Off the door. Then, like on Tuesday, on the Abbott Instagram, they know on Wednesday, you know what I'm saying, Dunkin' Donuts. So they, you know, Wednesday, you don't want to get up, get your early, say you like Dunkin' Donuts. When later these morning, you're going to be at your door, you cut the Dunkin' Donuts cup. So, motherfuckers, here with the Dunkin', you ain't got to shit no more, you ain't got to no more. That shit there, front door now. I ordered this, you know what I'm saying, I had to go get this Dunkin' Donuts cup. It's at your phone, this today, I'm take this shit. Well, yo, it's a fact. Next time, go take it so like you crazy. And it's like, you can be niggas start the car. Crazy, bro. Advertise you 20. They add car advertise. Looking up a, it's like yo, they add straight on that. 20 different looking. I was just
word,
bro.
Niggas, I was just posting.
Checking that. That's a fact. Like yo, I'm good.
Niggas add the name on a very post like yo,
bro.
What's that? Hey, you some random egg here.
That's how niggas I know they don't have information. You know what I'm saying? But Tesla one, they don't have advertising the Ferrari, bro. What's that look like, bro? I can't video out a fucking Ferrari to me.
I can barely afford a fucking Tesla.
You want to know? That's how I know.
Why you look for Tesla, G?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Tesla, that's facts. I want a Tesla.
And it's on like 38,000.
That's a fact. I'm gonna get one.
There's a nigga in the hood with him. Like, yeah, I gotta get one.
I'm gonna get one. That nigga from
I wonder why they so cheap.
Oh, prize.
That's it, right?
Why it's so cheap?
So the thing is, if you got it always super expensive. You have all like for instance, Tesla is in competition with Toyota. So you're about to release like no.
Niggas out of his fucking
let me rephrase. Wait, can I rephrase that? Let me rephrase that.
What's wrong?
Toyota is releasing electric cars.
They can't
electric. Tesla is a high-end brand.
You tricked
so listen.
What is in this?
What are two? This thing is tricky. What are the two most reliable car companies that people use?
Huh?
What is the two most reliable car companies that people are using?
Where you bug? What are you talking about?
Toyota and Honda.
Bro,
Toyota and Honda.
To you.
Toyota and talking about basic people. Toyota and Honda.
Heard of the BMW?
We're talking about basic people.
Yes,
we're talking about the secure homie who just flew over. We don't need that BM. We're talking about basic, average, everyday people. They're driving Honda pilots. They are driving Honda Accords. They are driving Toyota Corollas. They are driving those cars. You're talking about our foreign people who come from Haiti, who drive the Honda. People drive the Toyota. You're talking about all driving people. That's the household name.
They know them.
There's a household name that is giving you a fully electric car that you can pay $28,000 for. You're gonna buy that, or you're gonna buy a Tesla? I'm gonna buy that $28,000.
These cars already have fully electric cars.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're getting better. They're getting better because they're looking at the Teslas of the world. They're looking at Tesla. I invested in Nio because Nio is working with Toyota. in which that are competing against.
Why are you saying it? Because they're in the same industry. That's what they compete in.
That's a competition.
No, it's not. That's
it
false.
Is a competition.
That's false.
When it comes to the electric cars, it is a competition.
You got a company out here. That's raking in billions a year versus a company that's making a couple $100 million. You cannot compare the two. You cannot compare. That's
I wouldn't say Toyota only making a couple $100 million.
You're gonna fact check that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Toyota only.
Toyota's a household name.
Yeah, Toyota's
a household name.
A lot of money.
Honda, Toyota, household names.
Right. People buying Hondas and Toyotas every day, B. Like all day.
Niggas down in the land and buy Teslas every day, B.
Okay.
But you're talking about the difference.
But we're talking about not just, but it's not just.
How much in 2009? How much in 2019?
Listen. It's not just the average people buying Honda and Toyota or these other brands. Like, well, we're not going to get to them. Let's stick with Honda and Toyota. It's not just average people buying that. People who got money buying those too. They're probably buying more of the luxury car that they sell, but they're still.
I see more Teslas than Hondas.
They're still buying from that company.
I see more Teslas than Hondas.
I don't see that.
What? What this nigga went? Wait, my man must live in there. And the jet. Yeah, my man must live in.
I see more Teslas than Hondas.
I don't know where you live at.
But you talking about Bergen County? Talking about one of the most wealthiest communities. One of the wealthiest counties in New Jersey.
Hey, bro, I'm just living my truth.
You talking about one of the?
All I can do is live.
Oh no. Bro, come back to home.
Yeah, at the end of the day, look.
You got a broke down Toyota in the backyard.
Yeah, look,
my grandfather had about 4 of them. Not one of them worked.
Look,
Jamaican like a motherfucker.
But look at this though. How much does the average Toyota cost?
It don't matter.
And what are you talking about? It don't matter.
It don't matter. They see you talking about the Teslas is only $40,000.
You sit here talking about a company.
There's Toyotas that cost about the same price. What are you talking about? There's Toyotas that cost around the same price.
That's it. What they consider is what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Affordable. That's an affordable Tesla. Go look up Tesla. 120 grand.
Okay.
A pop.
Okay.
But from a pop.
Okay, so why would they have a cheaper car? Why would they make a cheaper car?
Affordable.
Exactly. So now they're trying to compete with these brands.
You think they're trying to compete?
No, they're trying to capitalize on the basic customer. They're trying to capitalize on us average people. They're trying to capitalize on us average people. They know for a fact a 9-to-5 worker who works a 9-to-5 job that get paid $20 an hour will not be able to afford that $150,000 Tesla. So what they did was they put a car that you can sell to that person. I can sell this to him, but I can't sell this Model X to him.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, I can probably get your calculators up. If I sell 100 cars at $10,000 versus selling 25 cars at $100,000, who's winning? My point exactly. These fucking cars. What?
D.
You can't fight math.
D.
You can't argue math. But
listen,
you can't argue math.
D. Listen. Ra stated that Toyota and Tesla are in competition.
Toyota and Tesla could never be in competition.
You can't sit here and
Tesla
say,
would never be listen.
Toyota and Tesla. Just listen. Just listen. I'm not fumbling on. I have a point to make. Listen. Toyota and Tesla can be in competition. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much the cars sell for, whatever, how much they gross every year by selling their cars. It don't matter. It don't matter what industry you in. When you have a company, just like you can say Louis Vuitton and Gucci, they can be in competition.
Yeah.
Yes. It don't matter. They both sell expensive stuff, expensive clothes, nice clothes that people buy, whatever, right? But the point is that they're always going to be in competition because they're in the same industry. When you're looking...
That's not true.
Bruh.
That's not true.
All right, man.
That's definitely not true.
That is true. They're always going to be in competition. Everybody want to make the next best thing. Everybody want to put out the next best thing. Every company. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter how much you paying for or whatever. Tesla made got a cheaper car that's more affordable for people to purchase because they are in competition. They know that they know that they want more people to buy their cars, right? They want more people to buy their cars, right?
No, you listen.
I'm sure they want more people to buy their cars. So being that they want more people to buy their cars, they're going to make an affordable car.
Let me help you out right quick. They're in the business of selling cars, right? They're in the business of selling cars. They're in the business of trying to sell autonomous cars. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about motorized, you know what I'm saying, all your cars. They're in the business of trying to sell, autonomous cars.
I don't see Ferrari or Lamborghini putting out.
Let me finish my point right there.
Alright, whatever.
So they're in the business of trying to sell these cars, right? So in doing so, and trying to make an all-electric car with an iPad that sits in the middle of it, it's costly. The same way when, equate it to sneakers, the same way when Kanye first dropped his sneakers, right? Mm-hmm. He first dropped the sneakers, they had a high price point. It's because it costs a lot to make this shit. Mm-hmm. So since it costs a lot to make this shit, we have to sell it at this price. Not because we want to, but we have to. We have to sell it at 120 grand. Mm-hmm. We already know the average person in America cannot afford a 120 grand car. But in order to sustain this and keep the same model and keep the same concept, we have to sell it at this point. Sooner or later, once you get the resources, you can start making different types of cars. Not for the not for everybody to buy it. You get what I'm saying? But to just make certain shit affordable and give everybody an opportunity to buy it. So
that's right.
Once they get the resources, they can make a car that's affordable to the to majority of the population. They can make a car that's affordable to them. 40,000 still technically isn't affordable to the average American. It still technically isn't affordable, but it's an affordable car for them. From selling 120,000, that's that's
pretty average.
40,000 is average.
That's pretty average.
One car costs 40,000. 40,000 is not average. You talk about the Toyota Corolla, 18 grand. A sport mode, 28 grand. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably the top of the line. Nothing is still. What's average for 40? What's average for 40? Stock.
I feel like.
What's average for 40?
When it comes to.
But you said, what's average for 40? Let me know. What's average for 40?
Because
what's average for 40 for a Honda? What Honda can you get for 40?
I'm not gonna say Honda.
No, but that's what you say competition. What's average? What's average? 40 grand for a Honda or Toyota.
Maybe one of their SUVs.
Come on, stop.
Neither one.
No, you neither one.
Now you can get a Honda for 40. You can get a Honda for 40. Now it probably would be something
like fully loaded.
Yeah, something that's next level. How I see it is these two companies are so much different. These two companies are completely different. You talk about a Toyota company who was founded in 1937. And another company who came out, not that it was started at that time, but the car company itself started in 2003. So what happens is you take a patent that was already there, right, and you learn how to improve it. And I think that's what the world now is doing, taking these ancient things and learning how to take it to the next level. So that's what Tesla did, and I respect that 100%. I'm a firm believer that within the next 10, 15 years, I want a Tesla. Mm-hmm. But like I said, they just took this patent, this idea of a car, and wanted to improve it. Like I said, to help the environment and things like that. And like I said, I commend them for that. Like I said, it's just two different things. You're talking about people who's been buying.
Sorry,
that just threw me off. That threw me off.
It's about the environment, man. I gotta give a shout out.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But you think about from that standpoint. The standpoint of somebody coming and saying, okay, well, that's done, but I want to improve that. Mm-hmm. I want to make people improve people's life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you an electric car that you don't gotta worry about the gas prices going up and nothing. All you gotta worry about is charging it and keeping it moving, and that's it. And on top of that, I heard that car is actually faster than most gas cars too. Or they got like an insane motor and that shit. That shit crazy.
The car is fast.
That shit quick because it's more torquey. Because it's just pure power. It's just power.
The fastest SUV.
Yeah, it's just power.
On the market. Fastest SUV in the market.
So shout out to Tesla. I just think
has one gear.
Like I said, like they are a company. Like I said, one is 1937, the next one is 1933.
I think that's besides the point.
Although, yes, it's besides the point, but I'm just saying to go to say that they're in two different leagues.
Yes, they
are.
are.
So they're two different leagues. How can you compare? You can't compare.
You can't compare. If they're making the same type of vehicle, the same like an electric vehicle, then it is somewhat of a competition. It is.
It's not a competition.
It's the idea. It's people's preference. People always have a preference, no matter what. It's classism. Certain people won't want certain things, and that's that.
At the end of the day, it's still classism, right? Certain people want certain things. Yeah, exactly. And it's always the lower class people that aspire to have these high class things.
Exactly, and that's when you take these high class things, you bring it here, and that's like taking Zara. It's like that's like taking Zara, who's not that expensive, but is pretty pricey. But then H&M give you that same shit at that lower price point and say, "Alright, okay, cool here."
But people will still.
But you still got Old Navy and Gap who still been killing shit for the longest.
People would still prefer to city shop at Zara.
100%. 100%.
People would still rather have a Tesla as opposed to a Toyota. That's the same type of thing.
100%. Brand.
100%.
Exactly, and that's the way.
That's more so. I'm in a different class than you, so I can drive this.
And that's with everything.
And on top of that, some people it ain't really class. It's more so of how they live their life. It's like I don't want that. I don't like to burn the film, and so I'd rather take that extra hit to drive this Tesla and make sure that everything around me is pure. You know, I think green as opposed to this.
Okay.
So
a lot of people probably converted from the Prius to the actual to the Tesla because of that.
But when I think of competition, I think of something. I think of a company that can affect another company. You know what I'm saying? Like direct competition. They're in the same industry. You know what I'm saying? You got Arby's and you got McDonald's in the same industry.
Oh hell no.
Arby's and McDonald's are in the same industry. You think McDonald's give a fuck about what Arby's is doing? No, it doesn't move the needle on what McDonald's is going to do. Toyota is not going to move the needle on what Tesla's going to do.
No, because they do this electric shit.
Yo, this nigga Elon Musk is talking about making underground fucking tunnels in LA.
Yeah.
You should give a fuck about a new car that what's him trying to make? Come on, stop it. This nigga's trying to get you from point A to point B
in 6 seconds.
He's trying
to get you from Cali to New Jersey.
In 6 seconds. You give a fuck about what Toyota's doing? Like, come on, let's be real. Like, these niggas, they started an app. These niggas are working on an app right now, right? Autonomous driving app, right? These niggas are all over the market. Tesla's working on an autonomous driving app, just like Uber, where you can press a button and a fucking car pull up. Nobody in the car. A car pull up, ready to take you wherever you want to go.
Oh, no, my nigga Jay-Z been doing that for how many years now? My man Jay-Z car's been autonomous for years now.
Oh, no.
What are you talking about? That shit been man. That's old news.
It's about a billionaire. We're talking about niggas that got anybody that got access to it now. Imagine stepping outside and there's nobody inside the fucking car. But it's about to take you to your destination.
That's like some Batman
That's bug. But this is the type of shit that they're working on. You can't tell me that they're in the same industry.
The Batmobile. Like, they are in the same industry.
They're in the same industry, but they're not competition.
What do you mean?
How the fuck are they competition when these niggas are working on all of this shit? Like, it's impossible, bro. That's ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous.
Yo, that's ridiculous.
I agree with Rob. I'm gonna stand by. Like I said, my opinion. I agree with Rob. I feel like it don't matter what company it is. If y'all making the same shit, you're gonna be in competition with each other, whether it's low key or high key.
I just gave you a perfect example. Arby's and McDonald's. Everybody can relate to that. They're in the same industry.
But I think 90% of people haven't ate at Arby's.
A lot of Arby's don't sell burgers.
But that's not even a conversation.
They don't sell burgers. They sell.
They headliners. We are the meats. Sorry.
We straight.
She finished that anyway.
Did you say that?
The headliners.
Thank God.
We are the meats.
Nah, they make more corner store sandwiches than they make pie sandwiches.
They don't make burgers. They have chicken sandwiches.
But hey, man, it is what it is. Like I said, for the most part, you know what I mean. I'm a firm believer. I love Tesla. I want a Tesla soon. You know, in the next 15 years. I want a Tesla. You get me?
Next year.
Hey, man.
All right, nigga.
That man got money.
Hey, man, fuck all that, man.
That'd be nice.
150,000 cars.
Oh, no,
that's light.
I ain't paying that though.
That's light. So like I said, that's how I feel about it. You know, to each his own, though. But it is what it is. You get me? Boy, a captain over here. He got a Toyota sitting outside right now, nigga.
I really think about trading my shit in. Like, but nigga says, yeah, I'm not like and it's so crazy, right? And I'll say it on head. When you buy your car, when you buy your first car, whatever the case may be, like niggas gotta really read these contracts. Like, I understand.
What do you mean? Which contract? That you signed with the bank?
That you signed with the not even necessarily with the bank. It's like with these car dealerships. You know what I'm saying? What are you looking for?
What you mean? Yeah.
My notebook.
It was sitting right there. You probably kicked it under.
That's alright.
Yeah, she bought.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
These contracts niggas sign for cars, so you gotta be very careful like what you sign up for, you get what I'm saying? Like I thought, and the shit was advertised to me, and what I thought, you get what I'm saying, because I needed a car so bad, and I thought it was a 3-year deal, you get what I'm saying, at a certain price, it was actually a 5-year deal at a certain price, you know what I'm saying? But me just being ignorant, yes.
Okay.
But me just being ignorant, you get what I'm saying, and just not reading over the contracts, even though it's like, and the thing is, it's done purposely. It's in a foreign fucking language to us, you get what I'm saying, because we don't speak legal terms. So it's in a foreign language. It's, huh?
I read everything.
Come on, bro. You can't tell me you read your whole contract.
Listen, I read everything. I don't go through the bank. I go through my credit union.
Listen.
And they explain everything to me, too. I
That
ask a lot of questions. Trust me.
That you think they do.
Trust me.
How many rappers got
I
paid?
read
DMX said the same thing about this one, right?
Listen, D, you can't tell me what I read and don't read, D. You ain't there with me.
Brother.
You ain't there with me when I read. Trust me.
He got a whole lawyer.
Trust and believe. Like I said, I read everything. When it comes to contracts, I read the full contract. I don't play with that. But that's one thing I definitely do.
His thing was do you understand the language that they're speaking?
If I don't understand it, I ask them. If I don't understand, I ask them.
I want to be upfront with you and honest about it. How did the credit union make their money? No bank is going to sit here and be 100% honest with you. How the fuck would the bank make their money? Nobody's going to be 100% honest with you. We as Americans got it so fucked up. We think these phone companies being honest with us. We think these social media.
I'm asking
these apps are being, no, nobody's being 100% honest with us, bro.
Okay.
That's facts. Stop thinking that this shit.
Could you imagine if somebody advertisement was, we love your pictures, but we're gonna sell your information from time to time just to make money on the end.
They won't do that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's say information from time to time.
But in the contract, if you're reading it, you can kind of get a concept. Like,
well,
you have to be a complete.
We don't read terms and conditions.
36 pages of what's the name? 36 pages of a fucking contract. You gonna read all 36 pages? Please sit here and tell me you will. When you got that new Tesla outside, you ready to drop? Please tell me.
We ready to drop?
Please tell me you will. With the fucking key that looks so beautiful.
That shit is a car.
Shit is a fucking car. It looks so beautiful. You ready to hop in that shit and pull up on South Orange Ave?
Pull up on Stratford.
You're everybody sit here and tell me you ready to 30? Come on, stop it. Please stop. And digest all 36 pages. Stop the cap. Where's the crown at? Because she's the captain right now. Captain Cap right now. Miss Captain Caps, please stop it.
I'm gonna come clean. I don't read my terms and conditions to have the shit to the apps.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, you about to sell all your pictures. Yeah, proof. Allow. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. Well, you don't read that. That's just being ignorant. Just not knowing what the fuck you're doing, and just being fast about certain things. So I didn't read my full contract. Well, I thought I read it, but you know, the shit that was advertised to me. Like I said, I briefly read over the contract. It's a couple pages, bro. You know what I'm saying? I briefly read over the contract. I know it wasn't selling my life away. You know what I'm saying? But I read over the contract and shit like that, and I ended up getting fucked. $400 a month, 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? For a 2009 car. Which I thought was 12 grand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did the math on that. Like, shit happens. You feel what I'm saying? That's bug. But at the time, too, I didn't give a fuck. I was making so much money. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
You get me? Nigga said, oh, $400 a month? Oh, y'all can do that. That's cake.
That's not.
That's cake. Really? I bet. You about to knock it out.
You didn't like calculate like the interest and stuff that you would have to pay?
I think I had a 23% interest on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But you're not thinking about that at the time.
You're not thinking
about that brand new process.
I didn't have credit. And that's the thing about America too, it's fucked up. Everybody should start off up here, right? What's the highest you can get?
850.
They say 800. It's 800.
What's the highest? What's the highest?
You can still up to 840.
850, right? Well, 840. 840, 850 should be the limit, right? Anytime you fuck up something, it should drop you down a notch. And drop you down a notch. Why the fuck you start me at 0? So I can't get shit unless I establish credit. So you gotta go through fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? In order to establish credit.
Sprint phone bill.
You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody,
you gotta get a Sprint.
I owe a Sprint. Yo, fuck that. I still got them niggas.
Am I wrong with that? Like you got. Oh, you don't have credit. How the fuck you tell me I don't have credit? You know what I'm saying? That's bug, bro. That's so fucking crazy and that's so far-fetched to me. I don't get it.
But it's weird because you have people come from different countries come over this motherfucker and get loans like they nothing.
Shut up, yeah.
They shit jump up. These niggas, Remember when we used to go on 15th Street North? Like they built townhouses around us. We had lots there the entire time, and we had this foreign family live right next to us. Just came fresh off the boat.
And we used to go in the backyard breaking and shit, take their games and everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Now we stayed. I will not speak on that shit. So these dudes came.
So many games.
They moved in. They had a Honda Pilot truck. They pulled up, came in, got a brand new town. Didn't speak no English. 6 months in, this nigga brought a brand new Porsche. Had it parked in the garage, parked outside.
He was doing something illegal.
No, they wasn't. Like I said, these
perfectly legal.
I'm sorry, but people that come into the country get a better a rep than people who's actually in the country.
That's because them people, they stick together more as family.
But
not even just that. No, just like
they take care of each other.
It's
And
just crazy.
Then you don't know who they know. You know what I mean? Like you don't know.
It's the country. The country are more liable to give somebody else money than somebody that's. If you go to a bank and you go to a bank, let's say you was fresh from your country, right? Let's say you fresh from the West Indies, right? West Indies, right? So and D go, both of y'all go. You don't speak a lick of English. D go in there. I want a loan. He's fresh from North Prince Street, trying to get a loan. Now I said he probably gonna get denied. What's your credit look like? Do you own a car? You own a house? No, I don't want to deal with you. You have nothing here. Oh yeah, cool. Don't worry about it. We'll get a $10,000 loan to get whatever you need to get your shit started, and you just make sure you do business with us. He's not gonna get business nowhere, but you will, because they want to establish something with you.
What did the tsunami happen at?
What
island was it? No, it wasn't. It was what island was it? Oh my god. What island was it?
When? What tsunami?
Sri Lanka. Tsunami happened in Sri Lanka, right? The huge devastation that killed, millions of people. Sri Lanka, right? You know what I'm saying? That shit happened in Sri Lanka. America flew over there immediately, trying to help the motherfuckers out. Hurricane Katrina happened. Niggas still trying to recover. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's proof right there. That's proof right
but
there.
they do that so that way they can keep their allies.
True. But they don't give a fuck about what's going on here. They worry about everything else.
Yeah, but it's all money.
Of course, it's all about capitalism.
When they go out there and help them, they get paid for that. They get paid for that. They get paid. I'm telling you, they get paid. They not about to send. They not about to send over their resources, their people to go. Listen, they getting paid some way somehow. I'm telling you, they.
The thing about it,
I think so. I really think so. I don't know how true that is. I'm just talking, but I really think
resources
they
is
get
more
paid.
than cash. So you got oil. You got titanium. You got these things.
It still converts to money, right? At the end of the day, right?
In a sense, but I need you for your goods. I don't need you for anything else. I got money.
But
I need you for your goods.
Still convert to money, right?
But look at.
You try to look at it in a different view. Oh, yes, it converts to money, but
that's
I need you for what you have.
Thank you.
But it
converts to money.
Look
it's still all about.
Look at Jamaica, for instance, right? And the shit that's going on with the Chinese, right? Jamaica's about to be the first island, bro. That's colonized by the Chinese. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's fucking bug. So what's happening is like the Japanese is doing work, building roadways and all this infrastructure and shit for Jamaica, right? So they're like, yo, we don't want to get paid for this. We just want land. You know what I'm saying? We just want land.
Just give us those mountains.
Just give us that right there. Give us this little shit over here. We don't want to get paid for it. We do this.
They know what they're doing.
You know what I'm saying? They play the long game. You know what I'm saying? They plan for
15, 20 years from now.
Exactly.
Niggas done. It's like China in there.
That's a fact.
They got Chinese New Year's going on out there.
You know what I'm
crazy.
In Jamaica.
That's crazy. That jerk chicken tastes a little bit different.
Hell, that shit tastes more like. That shit tastes like General Toss, baby. General Toss jerk.
Motherfucking jerk tastes a little bit different now.
I've never seen so many cats in Jamaica in my life.
Straight cats. Get these motherfuckers, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Dogs.
That's straight cats.
That's just it's crazy. Like I say, I think it's more so just that capitalizing on shit, and that's what they're doing. They just capitalize on it. Necessarily, we don't want your money, but we want your resources. When we get your resources, then of course it will translate into money to us. But we no, give me your resources.
You know that. Nas speak on that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Even the new album. Nas always speaking on the new album,
bro. What's it called? Lost Tapes?
Lost Tapes Part 2.
Can we get into an album review? Can we get into an album review?
Please. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas is thinking about going to get some Avirex shit.
Big facts.
And the big sweatpants.
I swear I was gonna come in here with a whole motherfucking bucket hat tipped to the side, bro. I was gonna come in pants leg rolled up.
Pants leg rolled up with the Timbs on.
My nigga, I never left out the old BMW when I listened to that, bro. That shit was beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
He get straight into it.
Yo, straight into it.
He get straight into it. I gotta listen to it.
He get straight into
it. Just dirty.
He actually matched the beat. You get me? He ain't had Kanye produce this shit this time, so you know he actually matched the beat. The flow was excellent.
See, I actually I like that Kanye album. To be honest with you.
No, I liked it, but I just felt like it wasn't Nas though. That's my thing. I feel like it was more so Nas. It's Nas coming into Kanye's environment.
So I could argue it wasn't. I could argue it was Nas, because all of the greatest moments. So what Kanye pretty much did, all the greatest moments that he thought that Nas had throughout his career, he just recreated those beats and made those greatest moments that he thought was Nas. So those beats was influenced by Nas. All of that shit was influenced by Nas. You know what I'm saying?
But I felt like Nas wasn't in his element. That's the only thing. That's what I'm saying. Like I felt like it was Nas coming to Kanye's element. I feel like this dude actually like they went and grabbed one of the old BMWs, little buggy joints. They brung the tools into the car and he just sat in there and he just went through it.
If you ain't have Twitter, you ain't know shit about Kanye, you know, producing these albums or whatever he did last year, and you heard those beats, you wouldn't think Kanye produced those beats.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
that's what I'm saying. So how would you say he brought? I don't think he brought Nas into his world.
I just didn't feel, although those beats were really good, I just felt like they was a little off-center. They wasn't so much of Nas. That's how it came across to me personally.
But this
he had a few bangers on it. But I feel like this was consistent. It was like banger. Banger. And to the point, like it sounded like a few of them old. Remember the what was the song that Nas had? It was a female artist that it was really big.
Which one? If I Rule the World,
that one. He made like it seemed like they recreated that, but in a different tense on this album, and it came off so really well. I'm gonna get the exact name for you though.
He got he was really into shit. And the thing I like about Nas, like all those great elements, it's so funny how I used to be like a huge Nas fan, and I hated Jay-Z. But now I become like this, you know, huge Jay-Z fan. But I still like Nas too, you know what I'm saying? It's funny how I'm so happy they pieced it up so you can say that you fan of both, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
See, I don't know.
That was probably top two. That was probably top two beats in hip hop history.
I swear, you guys introduced me to that. I don't listen to like rap and
top
stuff. I don't care.
That was the world.
Yeah.
That was the world.
Top two biggest beefs: Biggie Pac and Jay Nas.
What happened?
Ether?
Yeah.
Ether was probably one of the most disrespectful songs after Hit 'Em Up.
No, what happened? Like,
what do you mean?
What happened between the two of them? Like,
it was street. I think it was more so street shit than it was actually art, like the artist shit. Because that shit was like they couldn't have been in the same vicinity. Yeah. Like they wasn't in the same building at all. Like that was a no-go zone. Like his crew didn't bump into Nas' crew. Like they just didn't. It was just like, yo, I'm over here, you over there.
Yeah, because we see each other,
we gonna clash. And they was so like aware of who they were as people that they just stayed away from each other. Yeah. They just stayed away from each other. So they was aware that shit could have went ugly. Because they seen what happened to Big and Pop, so they just like, yo.
They OD smart too.
Yeah.
Like both of these niggas are OD smart. Like I was even listening, I remember Raekwon was saying how Biggie was influenced by Nas. Chef? Yeah.
Okay.
Biggie was influenced by Nas. Even on if you look at what's Biggie's first album? I'm not a Biggie fan, pardon me. I mean, I'm not a huge Biggie fan. I listen to his shit casually. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Pac fan. But was it Ready to Die?
I think
Ready to Die. He had
I think it was. Ready to Die.
Can we fact check that right quick?
Yeah, let's fact check that.
Check it right now.
Keep going though.
So on I think it was his first album, he had a baby on the picture, right? You know what I'm saying? Nas' first album, was it I believe it was
Wasn't Life After Death?
Was it Life After Death?
Nothing Life After Death was what's the name, bro?
Right. Life After Death.
Was it?
1997.
Really? What was the album that had the baby on it?
Ready to Die.
Ready to Die, right? Ready to Die had the baby on it. But before that, Nas.
1994.
Nas had his album that had the baby on it too, which
wasn't it Illmatic?
Illmatic.
Illmatic was nasty though.
Illmatic, super grimy, super
hands down best album he ever made.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, by popular demand, of course, and by popular opinion, it is too.
Yeah.
But there's other highlights on other.
I like It Was Written.
I do too. I think that's when he was he was way, although he was always conscious of his music, but I feel like then that's when that shit was heightened.
Yeah.
It heightened then. It was like, I know I can type shit. Like, you know, like it's time for us to. He was always looking to uplift people. Like that's and that's what I like about Nas. It wasn't about shitting on the community and shitting on people. It was more so like, all right, cool. Like let y'all know, like we need to where we need to go.
Right.
Like cool. We done did our dirt. Do your, you know, if you did your dirt, now it's time for you to like. You know what I mean? Help this shit. Right. Help the community as opposed to hurt the community.
Don't get it wrong. Like,
oh no, he nasty. They get into your ass though, for sure.
Streets. The nigga wrote Illmatic when I think he was like 17, 16, 17.
But I don't think that the situation of the person then can define what he put out. Because I think that if you didn't know Nas like far as like personally, like if there was no documents of what he did and you just seen him as a musician, you would see him as like some pro-black dude who wanted to uplift the community. You didn't know that like he was like one of the scariest people to approach. Like they said like he was scary to approach. Like you just was like, no, that's a no-go. Like if I'm not mistaken, Snoop had an incident with him. He said Snoop that came over to New York, he even ran down on Nas in the middle of the street. He said Nas had that thing on him and was like, yo, what's up? You know, until he recognized who he was. Like, okay, cool. And like, yo, I mean, by the way, don't wear that all blue out here either. Like that's cool enough, but don't wear all blue out here. And by the way, and that's if you go on Google,
I didn't know Nas was like that though.
No, but serious. Yeah, Nas.
Yeah, I never knew.
His name was Nasty Nas.
Yeah.
Like because lyrically, and on top of that, he was a pretty.
But I said that to say he was 17 when we got, you know, a lot of niggas like, oh, they're young, that's why they blah blah, they're growing to it. This nigga was making this type of music when he was 17.
Nasty,
you know what I'm saying? Lil Pump age. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like it's really bugged out. You get what I'm saying? Like it's really bugged. Like
I think sometimes certain people's situations enhance the whole. I mean, the brain function sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like you put somebody in a rough situation. Sometimes people can actually collapse, and I think some people grow from that too.
Yeah. I don't know much about his mom, but I know his father was like a smart guy. Father played. He was like a jazz musician, I believe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's all about, you know,
how you perceive, how you digest things too. Because
you
think he lived in a project. You know, he may have had a smart dad, and like I said,
shout out to Queensbridge too.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he probably had a rough outside. Inside probably was beautiful, just like this.
I think inside was rough too, though.
I'm just saying, I personally don't know, but you know, who knows? Like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, like when it comes to raising a kid, from 0 to 7 years old, you must install things into your kid.
He gets in on that. He gets into it on the album too. You know, like a lot of songs.
On the new album.
The new album, yeah. Okay, about like I think a situation he had, I think it was him and Khalees, and how like she, you know, was creating rumors. Like she went like I think she was doing books, right? She was selling books or something like that, and instead of like, you know, making it about the book, she was going in and bashing him and telling lies about him, you know, allegedly that he beat her up and all this other shit.
So he never beat her up?
Allegedly.
He said he never beat up on her. I mean, that's something that you could probably never prove. I mean, we all know scorn women. But I'm not taking any sides or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He could be.
Hey man,
it sounds like he did though.
But he could be talking some. He could be talking some cap. But you know, when you look at situations like when you look at that situation, you can clearly see what a erratic person is in that situation. It's not hard.
She was bringing all the milkshakes to you.
Yeah.
Hey man.
You know
milkshake brings
It's not hard about that, but the album is really good. It was really good.
Can we give it a rate?
A rate?
Can we give it a rate 1 to 10?
Yeah, I still want to
listen to it some more.
No, not even listen to it some more. I still want to give it some more light. I think I don't think he had any features on it.
He had a few.
But not talking about known features.
Oh yeah.
Known features. He didn't have anybody like that was known in the industry.
Swiss beat.
But yeah, that's like
I'm
talking about like actually rapping on it. You know what I'm saying? That's production. That shit don't count. So like, as far as like, you know, features, nothing. Made a classic album. You know what I'm saying? When I put it up there, it was written in Illmatic. Nah, I wouldn't. But it still was good. Like it's still a good Nas project. You get what I'm saying? The beats on there was some of the greatest beats he ever
did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if you can sit that next to Illmatic. You can no. Let me not. Okay.
Please,
what I'm saying is, okay, we still have time to digest it. We still have time to digest it, but I think if you sit that there and you listen to this song, this music, I think I can bump this album at least for another 4 or 5 months. So how would you rate that on an album? How you can digest something?
How would I rate the album?
Yeah.
On the scale of what?
As far as digesting the music. Can you listen to the music over and over and over and over?
The thing about Nas music though, like I was talking to somebody before. The thing about Nas music, like when I listen to it, because I work overnight on certain days, so I'm listening to it and I'm working overnight. Usually it's not the type of music I would prefer to listen to, working overnight. When I work overnight, it's almost like, to keep you up
tempo.
You need some up tempo shit. You need some shit like you want to the gym.
Don't stop, pop that pussy, let me see you do the work. That shit busy.
Like you need some wild shit. You get what I'm saying? Still recording? You still good? Pardon me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to.
Yeah, we still rocking 14 minutes.
14? All right, cool.
I'm not gonna stop it. We're gonna just cut that part.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. That's why he apologized.
I thought was listening for like a little bit.
But yeah, so like Nas music, like I really would prefer to listen to it in that particular setting. You know what I'm saying? A few times I wanted to turn it off, not because it's bad or the album was tanking or whatever, but because I was falling asleep because obviously it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was up the whole day, so I wanted to turn it off, but I just couldn't.
Listen to that shit fresh out the shower.
That's not
fresh outfit on, windows down on 80-degree weather day.
See, the thing was, and that goes to show you how great this album was, right? Because I wanted to turn it off, but I just couldn't. I couldn't pick out what song to turn it off on. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just so fucking beautiful, so great. You know how I feel about niggas rapping that trap shit, niggas rapping that nasty shit, niggas rapping that education shit over beautiful, luxurious beats. You know how I feel about that. That's like a weakness of mine. You know what I'm saying? But
Benny the Butcher wasn't rapping like that.
No, I'm like Benny was very.
No, Benny the Butcher was
in his sock.
He didn't stop listening.
Matter of fact, speaking of that, I got that shit in my sock.
He still got the pack on him, but now he was rapping that nasty shit. You know
he was going in.
I like it. You get me? So I would prefer, like, if you listen to Nas, you gotta think, because he's gonna make you think. And in the way he rap, he got like an unorthodox flow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like compiled syllables with, so much words and the wittiness, and you kind of gotta break shit down. But some songs he'll give it to you plain as day, like, blacks was here first, this is that. You know what I'm saying? He'll give it to you like that. But yeah, like even with the China, he kind of fucked me up with he was talking about China and how the original people came from China because China was connected with Africa, and how China was originally black, and how he get into the science, bro. He's speaking shit. You get what I'm saying? Like he definitely speaking shit on certain songs. You know what I'm saying? But in other songs, he's talking about selling drugs in the projects and how he grew up. I mean, that's a joke.
I think you can't run from that though.
That's the what's name? But that's the beauty of it.
Beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it.
Being able to put those type of things on the same body of work, and it comes out perfectly okay.
Yeah. So that's why I believe he was really in his bag. That's how you really get to digest. Like you really in somebody's mind. That's great music.
I think that's the best music.
Yeah, for sure. When you really
I think we can sit there and you can actually, and then I think that kind of goes to even like.
And even if you give some personal shit, like
it's kind of speeding it up, but like Willow, I felt like
Nas album 8.5 on the scale of 10. 8.5 on the scale of 10.
I didn't listen to it, but
I'm gonna give it an 8. I want to listen to it 2 more times before I do.
I wish you would have had. I mean, even without the features, I feel like it was cool. But I wish you would have had. I can't even say that. Because it was a great album. Fuck it. It was a great album. I'm not gonna lie. I wish you'd have had some kind of people. No, I can't even say that because of the Wall States. What the fuck am I talking about? You know what I'm saying? 8.5.
I know you was mentioning.
Yeah, so it felt like when somebody
Smith.
that can bring you into a different world, right? And it's like when listening to them, like they grab your attention, and it's somewhere that not necessarily you want to go, but they just take it anyway. And I felt like that when I was listening to Willow.
See, I feel like she's still having she still haven't owned her sound yet. You get what I'm saying? Because some of the songs just sound like it was hard. It was a hard listen for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Like some of the songs are hard listen. With her trying to, I don't know if it sounds like screamo, but her like she's trying to sing. You know what I'm saying? That's just it's not coming across. It's not coming across as singing. It's coming across like terrible. Like it's
so
kind of hard to listen to.
Yeah, I think that was it did.
It was terrible.
So
it's like she's trying. I don't know. Like,
how I digest. So this is.
It's just, I hate to cut you out, Rod. I apologize. She sounded really good in that fucking "Summertime Is When We Fall in Love," that Gina Smith song. She sounded fucking amazing on that. If I could have had 13 of those on her album, she would have been.
Nigga said 13.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my fault. Right?
But yeah, so I felt like I don't know where I was at with it.
It was a song I had got on. It was a song that was pretty cool with me. Female Energy. I like because I skipped the first song because I couldn't deal with it. Right? I skipped the first song. Then I got into Female Energy.
He said I couldn't deal with it.
I mean, it's like, I'm being completely honest. I like Willow. You know what I'm saying? Like especially that shit that she did on stage with SZA before y'all niggas jumped on the SZA wave. Mm-hmm. Like I like that this there's certain shit I like from her. Right? She's really good at certain things and she's really good at trying to find the pocket. But I just think that the singing is not there. When she gets into like her little rapidy bag, it's cool. But the singing, I feel like she just got. Like that. That's hard.
So
that's hard as fuck.
How I felt
that little pocket that she get into with that.
So maybe
you know that little scissor bag that she jumped. I call it little scissor bag.
Maybe you see it. I feel like through this album, I seen who she was inspired by.
And who was that?
I think Erykah Badu has a big part in this.
Could be. I can see that.
I think Erykah Badu.
But I just think everything of a female.
No. I don't want to say that. Look. I'm gonna say why. Because Erykah Badu is this person, and I don't know her personally, but how I see it is, it's like she's just free spirit.
Yep.
It's just being free, right? Yes, she don't even exist half the time. She don't really exist. Mm-hmm. Like she's like you don't never date her, you experience her. Mm-hmm. I felt like common change completely after her. But I'm going to say like I felt Willow was just free in this, right?
All of niggas.
She was just free. She was just free. I felt like she was just letting it out. Like however it came out, and of course the production is fucking A1 because it's Rock Nation. because it's Rock Nation, so she's probably dealing with the best producers. But I felt like she was so free in this album. And I felt that. Like I felt like some of the songs I'm listening to, and I'm just running through a field of berries. Like okay, and I don't even fuck with berries like that. I don't eat strawberries or nothing.
Sweet.
You give me so.
The last song I heard from Willow was "I Whip My Hair Back In."
But I feel like that was structured. That was the label doing that. She literally, Will Smith went on to Instagram and told a story. No, I think it was Instagram. Maybe it was something else. Facebook. But he went on and talked about it. And said that wasn't that like literally she did the song, but she was like, I don't like the song. Like she wanted to cut her hair. The label was like, yo, no, sorry, not the label. He was like, no, what are you doing? Like you got tour. Like we got contracts with Jay-Z. Like you're not about to cut your hair. Like she said, literally, the girl went upstairs and cut her hair. Like she didn't want to do that. Like, okay, it was fun doing it, but it's not something that I want to do. So I feel like this project was like, okay, I want to do this project, but I want to do it the way I want to do it. Yeah. You know, I don't want nobody coming behind me and telling me what to do. So it was like I'm gonna be freedom of thought. I'm gonna have whoever I want in the studio. Yeah. I felt like Erykah Badu walked in with that sage. Burned that joint, you get me? They set the room, they changed the light bulbs and everything. Lit some incense, smoked a few jammies, little joints, little spliffs, you get me? And just got into the booth and she just created the sound that she did. She like, hey man, listen here.
She legal now, right?
No,
she's like 17?
She's like 17, 18. Yeah. I think Jaden just turned 21.
Depending on what state they live in.
Man, you're talking about millionaire kids, Right. So that's how I see that she just went in there and she just let out who she was and how she was feeling, at that time.
Really give me a deep dive on this Willow shit.
You get me? You get me? Nah, because I don't think
really liked it.
Because I don't think it's good. It's good. It's good music. Now, granted, it may be not every part is ideal, but she delivered a great body of work. And I really enjoyed listening to it. Now every part, well, like I said, some parts was like, what's going on here? Then other parts was like, oh, that shit mellowed out so well. To the point, like, it blended in so well, I got my radio on Tidal. So after the album was over, it played like songs. And the Jaden song came on. I still thought it was her album. I'm like, oh shit, Jaden on this? You know, so it was like I said, it's so good.
You took the lavender bath in this shit?
Yeah, you get me? You had to. You had to put a little oatmeal bath in there. You know? A little honey, you get me?
Milk.
I found myself in a dark room with candles. It was beautiful though.
I'm not gonna ask you what was done in that room.
What's that?
17-year-old.
Oh, look, brother. I'm gonna put his name.
Yeah, this nigga, bro.
He has a wild imagination.
Yo, speaking of predators, they got that nigga, boy. They got that nigga, boy. Got your ass, nigga. They got that nigga, boy. I told y'all they was gonna get that nigga. I told y'all I was gonna get Kells.
No!
I told y'all. Bro.
He got that nigga, boy. He's like a racist.
That's a fact, boy. You got that nasty nigga, boy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna wild boy for that.
They got you, Kells. You know what I'm saying? They got you.
What they do?
They came and arrested him. You know what I'm saying?
So he officially locked up?
He officially locked up. They denied bail. You get what I'm saying? You in there with the real boys. You know what I'm saying? The boys that like stuff.
Is he a
like
gym
that.
pop?
Huh?
Is he a gym pop?
I don't know about that, but I'm sure.
My man PC.
He getting popped. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later. Niggas ain't playing. Niggas gonna get you, Kels. Niggas watch that documentary too. Niggas know you're a sick boy. And niggas know you like to dress girls up like niggas and fucking.
And
so
it also,
fucking niggas.
Yeah.
That like niggas.
Yeah, it also mentioned like in his documentary that he was raped before, right? Like he was raped.
They say he was molested.
He was molested.
He was molested by aunt or something like that. Sister.
I thought a man molested
him. My senses was awakened a lot earlier than they should have been.
So yeah.
Shit is not funny, bro. But the way you put it,
he made somebody
like it's okay. Like, bro,
if it's woken early, you can do things. It's like, nah, brother. After you turn, bro, listen here, bro. If she can't cross the street by herself, you don't need to be fucking with her. You a nasty individual, bro.
They gonna handle him, bro. And the thing is, like, they turned over with like 20 additional videos. But this nigga's bugged. I mean, after
all these allegations popped up,
I wonder
he still was like,
even though it don't matter.
It was after too, I'm sure.
If it was afterwards, bro, God.
That nigga Ty still doing it to this day until he got locked up.
You know what I'm saying? That's wild.
That
is wild, bro.
My man Kells.
Happens.
Damn.
So what happens now, like with his music?
What do you mean what happens with his music?
Ain't nobody streaming it.
Ain't nobody streaming his music.
Nah, just get Jacquees to do all that shit over.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
As an artist, you know, and a listener, the listener's not supposed to listen to the artist's music no more because of what he did.
I mean,
even if you
it's each his own.
I'm sure he don't own that one piece of his music. I'm sure he don't own that shit. That's the thing about it too, with contracts and everything like that. I'm sure he don't own that shit. So even if you do listen to it, he's not getting paid because you don't own that shit. You don't own it. You don't own shit. So you're not getting paid.
That's what we gotta do better.
Allegedly, though.
Listen,
he's broke.
We gotta do better. We gotta do better with these contracts. We just sit down with these lawyers, have lawyers read over these contracts.
Yeah, because that was ridiculous.
I know.
23%.
Yeah,
nigga, wow. That nigga got buried.
Yeah.
But yo, thank y'all for tuning in this week for the Hdsncrw Podcast, man.
I know a lot of y'all got fucked too with y'all cars too, with loans and everything.
Come out here.
Go
in the comment box.
Shit like that. Y'all got fucked too, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to y'all. Yo, thanks again, man.
Yo, continue to share, like, subscribe, repost.
Yes, sir.
Comment.
You get what I'm saying?
Let us know what you think.
Send us some free merch or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? I'm down to wear some shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
And share the video.
Share the video. That's the least you can do.
Appreciate it. Until next time.
Thank you.